Every great moment in our history began with a dream. Each bold leap forward was achieved by those willing to do anything to attain it.
Hello and welcome to the Pick Last review of Mass Effect Andromeda, giving you the average gamer's take on the latest offering in the Mass Effect series. Mass Effect Andromeda was released on March 21st, 2017 for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC by EA and BioWare. It takes place more than 600 years after the original trilogy, or to be more specific, more than 600 years after Mass Effect 2, avoiding questions about how this game can even exist after what happened in Mass Effect 3. Sometime between the second and third previous games, each of the spacefaring races from that trilogy put several citizens into cryostasis for the 600-year journey from the Milky Way galaxy to the Andromeda galaxy. This time you play as Ryder, and like Shepard previously, you can choose to be male or female. Unlike Shepard, both the male and female Ryders exist regardless of which one you choose, as they're twins.
Is my sister okay?
You can customize the look of both twins during the character creation stage. The Ryder twins are on the Human Pathfinder team, which is led by their father. Their mission is to establish the first permanent settlements in Andromeda for the people of the Milky Way on what are being called Golden Worlds.
The mountains are floating.
But as it turns out, the Golden Worlds aren't so golden after all, as they're not nearly as inhabitable as the initial scans indicated, or a lot happened in 600 years. Add to that the Ket, an alien race that is immediately hostile to our intergalactic travelers, and the Pathfinder team seems to have dropped right into the fire. The Ket have been examining structures of another civilization, the Remnant, and trying to figure out how they work and what they do. As it turns out, the humans figure it out first, and discover that these structures can change the atmosphere, making planets more, or less, habitable. A Mass Effect game where humans use tech from an unknown and possibly extinct ancient race in order to save the galaxy, all while based in a central hub for all of the various races? Why does that seem familiar?
It's almost as big as the Citadel back home.
Obviously the plot isn't exactly the same, but it does have similarities. And the game plays almost the same as the previous ones, so if you played any of the first three games, you should be able to pick this one up with little or no problem. Something that is new, more nuanced dialogue choices. Gone are the blatantly good or bad, nice or mean dialogue choices of the past. Instead, you choose between emotional, logical, casual, or professional responses. It helps to flesh out Ryder's personality a little bit more. Of course, there are flirting and romance options, because this is Mass Effect. Depending on which twin you are and what your relationship is with each character, you can pursue whoever you want until you're in a committed relationship.
I think tackling you anywhere would be fun. Did I say that out loud?
But they may simply shoot you down right away if you're not their type.
Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
See? The experience point system is pretty standard. You and your squad will occasionally level up, giving you skill points to spend on each character. There are plenty of places to put those points, so be sure Ryder's go somewhere that fits your playstyle, and his or her teammates' points should go in places that would complement that. There are 5 difficulty settings to choose from, between narrative for those who want to focus on the story, and insanity for those who want to take on the whole galaxy at once. I found combat fairly challenging on normal and below, but as usual, your mileage may vary. Like the previous games, there are plenty of weapons and modifications you can get your hands on, and you'll find shops and others that you can buy and sell with. There are a number of side missions to distract you from the main storyline, and you can switch between active missions pretty easily. Just remember to do the loyalty missions of anyone you're trying to romance. And hey, mining for minerals is back! Yay! You all love mining, right? Right? As expected, the graphics are gorgeous and detailed. Every now and then, something might seem odd or out of place, but there wasn't much that was bothersome. Online play consists of teams of 4 going up against increasingly difficult waves of computer-controlled enemies until your team is extracted. Teamwork is key, which makes it challenging if you jump into a session with people you don't know. You can also send strike teams, which is a passive way to complete online missions. Just choose which mission you want them to do, and, if it was successful, come back later and collect your reward. Good if you have other things to do, but not nearly as fun. For all of the complaints that came from players of the original trilogy, those were really good games. This one appears to continue the trend.
You're pretty good at this, Ryder.
It's a Mass Effect game, and it feels like one. That's a good thing. The jump to this generation of consoles makes it look even more impressive, there's tons to explore, the controls are familiar, and the story is good but convoluted. Everything that makes a Mass Effect game. Of course, if you like your games with more action and less role-playing, the story can bog down your fun a bit, but you can probably skip a lot of the side missions. Personally, I enjoyed it, and on a scale of 10, I'd give it an 8.
Oh, you're good.
So if you enjoyed the previous games, or just like a good sci-fi role-playing game, get out there and start exploring. It may be a whole new galaxy, but it feels like home. Thank you for watching my review. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and while you're at it, click subscribe so you won't miss out on future videos. And check out some of my other videos while you're here. See you next time.